So, this isn't the video I planned on making today, which I know is a bit cliche, but if you don't know, it is the 200th day of the year, which is a big day for annoying day counters because, I mean, how many times does the 200th day of the year happen, right? It's like only once. God knows if this challenge I was doing was 366 days long, I probably wouldn't make it. But the reason I'm not doing some 200-day special or something like I planned to is because YouTube is back at it again with making absolutely brain-dead decisions and holding very weird, ridiculous double standards for YouTubers, and I kind of want to talk about that, because they kind of were doing this thing before, but now they're doing it again, except it's even more cringe now than when they did it before. So let me explain. So our main player for today is a guy named Turkey Tom, who I'm pretty sure that a lot of my audience is already familiar with, but just in case you aren't, he's just this guy who's been making YouTube videos for a very long time, and recently he's kind of blown up because of a lot of his more sort of deep dive into 4chan and Kiwi Farms topics, things like losers, creeps, and pedos. He's responsible for that meme, and he kind of just talks about all these different communities and the weird shit, the degenerate shit that goes on in them. And he's made quite a successful market off doing that. But the channel that I care more about, that he started more recently, is his second channel, this commentary throwback channel called Tom Dark, where it is essentially just a very nostalgic thing for me, where it's just 2016 commentary YouTube, but nowadays. And he's been putting some real effort into his videos on there, man. Like, recently did a video on Tipster that had like a whole diss track in it. It was really good and really funny. I highly recommend people go watch that video. But the video that YouTube is picking on today is not that one. No, the video that YouTube seemingly absolutely despises is one where Tom was covering Leafy and Rice Gum, who are having this kind of weird situation that I'm not even going to go into. All I need to know is that Turkey Tom made a video about Leafy. And in that video, he used a clip from a previous collab of Leafy is Here and Rice Gum, where Leafy joked that he was going to drink bleach because Jacob Sartorius' new music video was so bad. The original video that Turkey Tom used its clip from is up on Rice Gum's channel and still has 12 million views to this day. But when Turkey Tom used it in his video, initially everything was fine. But then, a couple days later, all of a sudden, he has a fucking community guideline strike, which is really, really bad. Because when you get a community guideline strike, it restricts your ability to just use the platform and do things on YouTube. One of the big things being make fucking videos. It's already annoying when YouTube does something fucky, and then you have to go to Twitter and make threads about it and make a YouTube video about how YouTube is screwing over my channel. But when you have a situation where you quite literally can't do a live stream on the website or make a video talking about your situation, that would make me just a little bit more upset than I already would be for the situation happening in the current moment. But it gets dumber than that, because obviously, like anyone does when they have a problem with YouTube, they go to Twitter, because that's the place you actually go when you need to get a problem solved with YouTube. Not through YouTube or any tangential platform on Google. No, you go to Twitter. Still. It is still fucking Twitter for some reason. So God help you if you're also banned from Twitter. Thankfully, Turkey Tom's friend has a Twitter account where he tweeted on Tom's behalf. Tom's friend would tweet, "Hello Team YouTube, at YouTube Creators. You removed my video in error for showing harmful or dangerous acts. This video includes a joke segment, which is already on YouTube with 12 million views. It is clearly comedic in nature and is fake. This content should have never been removed, and it is a false takedown. I now have a strike, which I never should have gotten at Team YouTube. I am diligent in following the community guidelines, and this clearly is not a violation." YouTube then would say, "Hey Tom, why don't you try appealing the strike?" Which Tom said, "I already did. This strike prevents me from posting content for a week and cuts off income to me and my team." So yeah, Tom is unfortunately not able to make money right now because, you know, his channel's kind of in limbo. And then YouTube would tell them that, "Hey, don't worry, we're gonna wait for an update, we're gonna tell you what's going on." Tom said okay. YouTube said, "Don't hesitate to let us know if you need anything else." And then Tom would respond a little bit later saying, "Hello Team YouTube. For some reason, you guys have decided to uphold this false takedown on my video. I urge you to re-review this case and hear my explanation. There's no reason to have my video down off-site. I did not violate guidelines whatsoever." He would also include an image where it would show Tom's channel and the fact that, yeah, he still has a strike and YouTube is upholding it. Tom would then tweet essentially the same thing the next day with the same screenshot. "Hello at Team YouTube, I have appealed your policy decision, and after review, I still have a strike on my channel. This decision has been made in error. There is no content encouraging harmful or dangerous acts in my video. All content within this video is already available on YouTube, which is why this is so frustrating. Please review this decision, reinstate my video, and reverse the strike." And then Tom would tweet again later saying, "My video was removed and I have a strike. This decision needs to be reversed." YouTube would say, hey, don't worry, hold tight, buddy, we're gonna look for a solution to this, we'll get back to you. Tom would then say, thank you, I can help you with anything, and YouTube would say, suck it, because unfortunately our policy team confirmed that your video will not be reinstated. We understand this wasn't the outcome you were hoping for, but please review our policy on harmful and dangerous contents to avoid this in the future. Which is just completely fucking stupid and moronic, because if you actually look at this policy, nothing that was in the video contradicts anything in these policies. And also, they're written in such a vague way where you can just kind of sit there and be like, well, maybe Leafy joking about the fact that he was going to kill himself is instructions to kill or harm. Or maybe Leafy talking about how he was going to drink bleach is dangerous or threatening pranks or extremely dangerous challenge. I mean, surely when a child sees a YouTuber hold up a bottle of Clorox bleach in front of a camera saying, this is because of you, Jacob Sartorius, and then downs the entire thing, getting absolutely drenched and soaked, that is very clearly the YouTuber telling children to drink bleach and kill themselves. Oh my god! But it's fine, because Rice Gum's video gets to stay up with 12 million views, and Turkey Tom's gets taken down and he gets a fucking strike for Rice Gum and Leafy's clip! Dude, what the fuck? That is so stupid! And it's not even the fact that it's like a double standard or a hypocrisy, because obviously this shouldn't have happened in the first place. It's just the childish nature in which YouTube is going about assessing this entire situation. It really feels reminiscent of a situation that happened in 2020, where Charlie of Moist Critical, well, I guess that's the same person, where Moist Critical Charlie, I'll say that instead, yeah, it sounds stupider, where Penguin Zero and Markiplier got into a similar situation where they both had reacted to a clip, except only Charlie's video got a strike, and he then pointed out, hey, Markiplier reacted to the same video, and he didn't get a strike, which Markiplier would famously come out and say, where's my strike, YouTube? And YouTube, unlike in this instance, would double down and say, fuck both of you. Here's my left middle finger for Charlie, here's my right one for Markiplier. Suck my dick. To which Markiplier would upload a, now, surprisingly relevant video where he talks about the strike that he got and the sort of circumstances leading to it. I highly suggest you guys watch the whole thing because it is a very, very, very great and, again, really relevant to this situation type video that kind of offers a lot of very interesting points. Like, who the fuck is in charge of making these stupid decisions? We have no idea. We don't know who the content moderation team, we don't know the members of it. And these people, they have nothing out there. There's no one to like hold accountable for this other than the website itself. You just kind of have to sit here and shout into the void and hope that one of the people in the void is kind of feeling generous that day and says, you know what, someone on our team did make an oopsie and we're gonna amend this.
I received my first ever YouTube strike, and it was for violent and graphic content. This heinous video, which was clearly a danger to the unsuspecting population of YouTube, has finally been taken down after 4 ungodly years. I mean, anyone who watches this clip would understand that it is not violent or shocking content, and anyone can make that call for themselves, because you can still watch this video, because it's still up on YouTube. If you search on YouTube for like Mickey Mouse Road Rage or SpongeBob Road Rage or Mickey Mouse SpongeBob Road Rage incident Russia caught on camera, you will find the video and you'll know exactly what we're talking about. And you can see for yourself how this video is not in any way actually violence. It's a joke, but not according to the manual review system. Who's making these calls? We don't know. Who's giving these answers? YouTube doesn't know. Who's talking to YouTube and YouTube that YouTube has to fight YouTube against, or YouTube has to check YouTube with? Who knows?
YouTube will always have these sort of double standards, and it's really hard to get away from it, especially on a website that is so massive with oceans and oceans of content. But if shit like this is still fucking happening, and it is so blatant that it is just a double standard, why even fucking bother? Like, why bother making videos about interesting and unique topics that could maybe land you in some hot water when, by all means, you're using a clip from an already pre-existing video? I understand that YouTube's content policies got applied retroactively. Whenever they updated their policy, they took down a couple of videos, but they can't, like, take down every single video. So there's going to be old content that people repost and is, like, not necessarily safe for the new guidelines and then gets taken down, but the original clips don't get taken down. This has happened with a couple of Filthy Frank videos where the videos were made at a time where it was fine to make them, and then nowadays they get taken down. either by Frank and his company or by YouTube because some of them do break the guidelines. The guidelines that are enforced now, specifically about vomiting.
And, our friend, our waiter, iDubbbz is, he's, I don't know where he is. He's a little confused right now. He's feeling a little sick, a little weak. Where's that thing? Oh, shit.
But this just feels absolutely bizarre because it's a video where it's clearly a satirical gag and joke that has 12 million views still. And by taking a clip of that and putting it in your video gets taken down. You get a community guideline strike. You can't post content for a fucking week because of this strike. Your channel gets restricted because of this. You get absolutely fucked, shafted, spit roasted, and railed by YouTube while they're simultaneously telling you that the person who originally did it is fine and we don't give a shit. Like YouTube! What the fuck?
Brain damage.
I don't think that Tom should have gotten this strike, obviously. I don't think that the joke is bad in nature, and I don't think it's promoting harmful or dangerous acts. Dude, YouTube, for the love of God, please, just be normal for 5 seconds.
You can get hurt.